Let's go make this no-sew Santa sack. But first, always remember to share this so it will save to your profile and you can find it when you're looking for it again later. I started with a white pillowcase, just a regular white pillowcase. I have a piece of scrap. This is from the back of our Christmas quilt that we made the tree skirt and the stocking from. I cut a strip of it, and it's just the scrap, so it's however long it was, but let me measure it for you. It's about 3 inches wide by 42 inches long, but it can be longer or shorter, whatever you want. And then I cut 3 circles from some black fabric. Well, before I cut it, I ironed it to some heat and bond. And I don't normally use heat and bond, y'all know I don't, so this was kind of new for me. I don't have a whole lot of experience with it, but you buy the heat and bond, one side of it is rough. It comes on a roll like this. One side is rough, and that is the side that has the glue on it. You lay your fabric face up. Now, I put a piece of parchment paper over mine before I ironed it so I wouldn't have all this glue on my iron, because if you iron like me, it's a wreck. So put a piece of parchment paper or wax paper or something over it, iron it, and then cut your pieces out. Okay, so you've ironed it on there and you cut them out. What does that do, right? Well, this is what it does. So you pull the back of it off now. You see that? Pull it off, and I don't know if you can tell, but it's shiny because that's glue on the back. And I'm gonna lay that right there. And in a minute, after I do the other 2 buttons, we're gonna iron it down, and that's gonna be that. Put our buttons about where we want them. And I'm centering mine in the pillowcase, the top and the bottom, because now the bottom's going to be big and fluffy and you want it on his belly, and the top is going to be closed up because it's going to have all of your goodies in it, or in this case we're going to put some stuffing in it, some polyfill, just to close it up. So you don't want your buttons too high or too low. And I'm not measuring, I just put mine in the center button in what I think is about the center of the pillowcase. Let me turn it so you can see it. Okay, so here's our pillowcase. I put my center button in what I think is about the middle of the pillowcase, and then I evenly put these above and below it. And now I'm just gonna iron it on. This is my ironing situation. Heat resistant pad, wool mat, Chi iron, all available at Walmart, all linked in my Walmart storefront that's linked in the caption if you're looking for them. So I have my pieces laid on where I want them. Now you can pin them, and I would recommend pinning them if you're moving your pillowcase around very much. And I did not. I just slid mine up here. So I did not pin mine, but you will want to take your pins out before you iron. Otherwise, not a good situation. But if you need to pin it just so you can get it up here and then take one pin out at a time, that would be a great idea. Now I'm gonna iron the rest of my pillowcase because it came folded in a 2-pack. I already made one of these. I was trying to make one and I couldn't decide what I wanted. And then I thought, you know what? Let's make a no-sew one, something anybody can make, because everybody loves a good Santa bag. Now I'm gonna fill mine with stuffing so you can see what it looks like. And yes, our stuffing is in a garbage bag because if y'all remember, my little ladies had it all over the place because they were playing in the snow, and so when I picked it all up, I just put it in garbage bags. Now I'm just gonna gather the top up and tie my quilt scrap around him to make his scarf. Now I'm tying it with the pretty side on the inside because I want the red for the scarf, but if you could use whatever scrap you had, or you could make something if you wanted to, and you could use whatever side you wanted. And here's our precious Santa bag, no-sew, made from a pillowcase, a couple of scraps of fabric, and your quilt scraps. My name is Tammy. I'm your favorite sewing teacher, and I would love for you to come sew with me.